It's hard. I know. You see all the people around you succeeding, doing their thing, growing. You like, God, when's my turn? Feel like you're doing everything right. But God is telling you to be patient. Wait on his timing because you may not be able to handle that blessing that he wants to give you right now. And another reason you may not receive that blessing yet is the same reason the Israelites didn't receive their promised land. It's because they complaining, they're not content with what they have. God was providing them manna with everything they needed, but because they weren't content with what they had, they turned to other gods. They turned to the God of money, right? Putting money over God, putting, maybe views in front of God, and whatever it is in your situation, don't put it in front of God. Just be content with what you have. And it may not necessarily even be money. It can be even relationships. It can be another car that you want. It could be something, but you just have to be content with what you have. And instead of complaining to God, actually work on your character. Work on the character. Be the person who can receive the blessings from God. Be the person who's ready to receive the blessings, because God wants to give you those blessings. He wants to give you everything that you want and desire. But if you're not ready for it, if you're going to turn away from him when you get the blessing, just like the Israelites did, he's not going to give you the blessing. You also have to realize that everything is on God's timing. So if you don't have what you want right now, then God probably knows it's probably not best for you to have it. Think about it. I used to play basketball. Now imagine I asked God for a D1 scholarship and I ain't been working for it. I ain't been preparing for it. And he gives me that scholarship and I accept that scholarship, go to the school, and then I'm there, but I'm not prepared. Then I go into, practice and stuff like that. And I end up getting cut because I just wasn't prepared. It would have been better off if I just went to like a D3 school or, JUCO school, just because I wasn't prepared yet. Well, it's the same thing with a job opportunity, same thing with a relationship. It's the same thing with anything else. If our character is not ready for the blessing that he wants to give us, then he's not going to give it to us. He knows if you're going to turn away from him or not. He knows more than you think you know. And that's what you got to realize when you start to ask God and complain to God about things. So don't rush, don't grow weary of doing good, because in due season, your time will come. If you continue to serve God, continue to learn, continue to obey God, and do what he says, work hard, those blessings are going to start coming. And if you want to speed up the process, make sure you work on your character. Work on your character. Continue whatever you think you need to work on. Figure out what you need to work on to get that blessing. Figure out if you need to start giving more, because maybe you have a grudge against giving to people. Maybe you have a problem with being selfish, and God won't bless a selfish person. Maybe you've been feeling lonely and wanting a relationship. Well, maybe God wants to spend that time with you. He wants you to rely on him so that you don't feel lonely. Maybe he wants you to become a better husband or a better wife before giving you a relationship. You might even need to put down an idol. Maybe you've been spending too much time on your phone, idolizing your phone over God. Maybe you're idolizing money over God, idolizing a relationship over God. Whatever it is, God is a jealous God. He wants all of you. And if you're putting things over God, he's just going to be just like the Israelites. The 11-day journey is going to turn it into a 40-year journey because you didn't want to put God first. Or maybe he wants you to learn more before elevating you so that you can teach other people how to grow. Because the slower the process is as you're growing, the more you can learn. But if you grow fast, you may not learn everything that you would have learned if the process went slower. So as you're continuing to grow and go on this journey with Christ, just be patient and wait on God's timing. And figure out what you need to work on right now to get to that next level. And I'm telling you, as you continue to be patient and work hard, I promise you, when God starts to bless you, you will not regret it. Because in God's timing, everything is perfect. So y'all stay blessed.